Welcome to Mortgages and More, your go-to podcast for the latest insights in the mortgage industry. Join us as we dive into expert advice, unveil actionable tips, and learn how to empower the next generation of home buyers. Get ready to elevate your knowledge and make those property dreams a reality. Let's get started.
Just never gets old. Never gets old.
It gets grosser every time.
That was a very empowered, passionate intro there, Kyle. I like that.
Oh, that wasn't me.
That's my morning wake up song. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are here. We're in the midst of our 30 and 30 episodes, 30 plus episodes in the first 30 days of January 2024. Kyle, man, you got us a winner here. I'm going to let you do the honors.
That's right. So that, everybody that we've had come through here are all great people, right? We don't allow any scrubs up in here, like TLC would say. And so this guy is truly one of my best friends, a guy that I've loved watching everything he's been doing as he's transitioned outside of what he did for a really long time and into the coaching side and speaking. And he has what's called M1 Academy, which stands for Mindset First. And there's just nobody that I'm watching do what he's preaching at a higher level than Phil is. And so, bro, it is such an absolute honor to have you as a part of this book. Thanks for being with us today.
Well, man, I appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words, and likewise, super excited about what you guys are doing, what you've been doing with this book. The first book that came out is impacting so many people's lives. Super honored to be a part of this iteration for the mortgage industry. And man, I'm just excited about having this conversation.
Heck yeah, dude. And so without giving it all away, give us just a teaser of out of all the things you could have chose to write for this book. What did you actually land on?
Yeah, it's a great question because I took a lot of time to really think about what I wanted to write for this book and how to make the most impact in a short number of words. And really the thing that I want people to get from it is just like our company says with Mindset First, mindset is the most important thing in our lives and in our business. And it's not the only thing that we need to focus on, but it is the most important thing because our mindset controls our attitude and our actions, which are the only two things we actually have control over. We can't control our partners. We can't control our clients. We sure can't control the market. What we can control is what we do and how we respond to things. And in my experience throughout my career, I've understood that the tactical things will get you results to a certain degree, but are they sustainable? And like the old adage says, if you aim at nothing, you're going to hit it every time. So how do you know what your North Star is? How do you have a strategy to get there? And that's really what mindset's about. People think mindset's just having a positive attitude or having a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. And yes, that's part of it. But what we have to realize is the more important part of mindset is being able to use that to help us get where we want to go. Ed Milet famously says that in sales, we need to stop getting people to believe what we're saying and get them to believe that we believe what we're saying. And it's about having that passion, understanding of who you are, why you do what you do, where it is you're going, and then building your message, your habits, your tactics, and all those things on top of it to get where you want to go. So we unpack that in a very practical way that people can utilize it, implement it in their life, in their business, create those daily disciplines, and actually achieve the goals that they set out for themselves.
Wow.
Come on.
That's money.
So this is a great time to break and pause and say, if you're looking to hire anybody to come speak at your events in 2024, Phil Treadwell just auditioned for that role as keynote speaker, and he will happily accept if the price is right. So, bro, I knew that you were going to have fire coming out of your mouth when we jumped on here, which that absolutely was. And I could not agree more because I've been the very positive person that's also carried like a secret negative mindset. Right. And so everything you do is so needed. And the vastness of it is so large. There had to be some really good stuff that you didn't get to talk about in the 1,000 words that we limited you to. And so what is that first cut that didn't make the chapter that you still think is vitally important to mortgage people moving into 2024?
That's a great question, because unfortunately a lot hit what they say, the cutting room floor, the things that you have to cut to keep the best. And it's interesting. There's a really good book called Rework, and they talk about, a lot of great scenes get cut to create a great movie. And so a lot of times we need to understand that in what we're doing, we can't have everything included. And one of the things I really wanted to include that I didn't was that we have to understand that most mortgage professionals know what to do. They're just not doing it for some reason. And we have to unpack that. What is it that we really want? And it really goes into understanding what our goals are. What is it we're trying to accomplish? 92% of people, and this is in January right now, 92% of people don't achieve the goals or the New Year's resolutions they set for themselves. Wow. 92%. And the 8% that do achieve it, they do it because they have clarity. They're very specific on what they want to do. And the second is they want it badly. The 92% don't want it bad enough. And so we have to realize, what is it we want really, really badly? And a lot of times it involves just going out and taking action. And I do write in the chapter about you need to go out and take action. Action solves all kinds of problems. It helps create momentum. That momentum creates more motivation. That motivation creates confidence. But a lot of times, whenever we're not taking action, it's because we're trying to think about it. We're trying to overanalyze the situation. And something I tell a lot of people that I wanted to include in this book, but unfortunately didn't make it, is, guys, you cannot get better at something that you're not doing. We want to dial it in, and we want to have this perfect strategy and this perfect plan. Yes, there's a time to create strategies or time to create plans, but you've got to go out and take action. You have to embrace failure. You have to understand that academia tells us that success is one way and failure is the other, and we have to decide which way we want to go. But in the real world, that's not the case. Failure is actually on the path to success, and that's how we learn things. Those losses aren't losses. That L is for learn. That's how we're going to do it. So you have to take action, because that's the only way you're going to improve and get better and actually learn the things that you need to get where you want to go.
It's the 10,000 hour theory, right? And you just stack action after action after action after action. You're going to get better. You just are. Love it.
Get ready, people. This is going to be a good one.
Man, this is, go ahead, Phil.
No, I was gonna say, even on I think on Kyle's shelf there, I've seen it before. There's a book, Atomic Habits, and that's really what it's about, is understanding that all of those little habits move the needle far more than the little losses that we take. And that's part of that creating confidence. And so the moral of the story around mindset, people think M1 Academy is just about getting a good mindset. And the far majority, if not 75, 80% of what we do and what we talk about is related to the tactics, is related to taking action. We just build it on a foundation of mindset. So as you're taking action, you know what to do with that.
This is pure gold, man. Listening to you, these are things that I intuitively know and understand, but it's hearing it in a different way that just reinforces, that the things that I think are important, which are really action oriented, truly are. And so I appreciate you sharing a glimpse into the chapter and going a little deeper as well. And I'm super excited to have our readers get to know you in a much deeper way. Phil, thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity.
Kyle, it's this is a winner.
Come on.
I'm pumped. We will.
Me too.
We're going to do this again tomorrow. Come back to this channel, wherever you're seeing this, tomorrow, same time. And we're going to do this all over again. Thanks, everybody.
See you then.